Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the episode. I gave my boyfriend a small business loan and found out there wasn't no business. So Mike, I gave my boyfriend money to start a business. Keyword boyfriend, that was your first mistake. And not a little money either. What's your Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purpose and whatnot. He had a whole pitch, spreadsheet, slideshows and all that. Your mans came out the door like it was Shark Tank, and for that, I'm out. Months later, I found out there is no business. Hey, yo, my man didn't swindle Shorty for like 20 racks and then started a susu board scam. He used the money on clothes, a trip, and taking another girl out of town. Sounds like one of those Atlanta-based Nigerians. He says I shouldn't have given it to him if I was going to hold it over his head. Nah, you should have been holding a 45-pound dumbbell over his head all about your bread. Now I feel stupid and mad. Like this video if you think she's gullible as shit. Am I wrong for wanting it back, or am I just an idiot for trusting him? Yes. Please tell me what I should do. When you ask me what you should do, I hope you don't mean whether you should stay with him or not. I hope you're asking me, should you take legal action or something to recoup the funds that he didn't swindled off you with the elaborate scheme? You know what I'm saying? He didn't popped out like Shark Tank, like, hey, sharks, guess what? I got a great idea for you. You didn't fit right into it because he's probably putting a baby leg on you and pounding your back through the mattress. And now you all goo goo gaga eyes and be like, yeah, how much you need? Pulled out the checkbook. Wrote him, you know what I'm saying, cashed him out for 50 racks. He didn't spent that on Shorty, bought some Louis Vuitton, little Gucci loafer here and there, went out of town with the boys. Super nasty work. I'm gonna tell you right now, when people are like that, I have no sympathy for the remorse, the consequences or the karma they get. Because I'll say this, I said it before, I'll say it again. There is a right way to do the wrong thing. And that is a super wrong way. If I find a woman so kind enough to give me a large sum of money to start my business that I've already clearly chat GPT'd up a business plan, or unless he's like a super duper scammer, she gives me the cheese because she want to see me level up so we could be, you know what I'm saying, getting this bread together. And then I go take that money. Not only do I not even start the business, but then I blow it on frivolous things and take a shorty out of town. Bro, that is the salt in the wound after you didn't slap the face a couple times. I don't get people who do stuff like that, man. Like that's very egregious. So if you're asking for advice on what you should do to recoup the funds, I would absolutely I would file charges. I would put a lien on him or whatever. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not. Especially as a woman, I bet you got the biggest case of the icks right now because homie cuz didn't played you crazy. First of all, you gave him the bread. You know what I'm saying? So matter of fact, what do you look like? What's your Instagram? Definitely for market research purposes, because when I want to know what you look like, that you see yourself in the mirror every day and feel like this kind of person deserves to give this kind of man a loan for a business. I'm going to be honest with you. Usually the kind of women that do stuff like that are women who know they can't get the man they really, really want unless they're bringing something besides looks to the table. They overcompensate with that. Just like when dudes don't be having the powerful pipe, the tongue be a tornado down there. Shorty can't even catch her breath because he's down there then licking her whole goddamn DNA away. By the time he finally put it in for 30 seconds, she's satisfied because she's like, oh, he didn't already wipe me clean out with the cunnilingus. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you lack one thing, you need to overcompensate with something else. That's just a fact of life. So the fact that you did this leads me to believe that maybe you don't feel as attractive as you think you would need to be to get a man like that without providing funds. So I think that might be it. And I feel bad that you feel like that because no one's perfect. Not me, not you, not nobody listening to this. Nobody is perfect. We all lack something. We all have an insecurity about one thing or another, some bigger than others. But if you feel the need to have to pay him large sums of money in order to keep him, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to find somebody who will really treat you right and appreciate you and just love you for you, whether you did something for them or not. Because there's someone out there who sees a picture of you and be like, I need that. Nah, I need that right now. She's bad. So I think basically dude just took advantage of your kindness, mistaking it for weakness. So I would take him to court. I would put a lien on him. I would do something. I would let him know you're not getting away with this. It wouldn't even be as bad if he just bought the clothes and took a trip or something like that. But the fact that he did it with another joint, and you only talking about the stuff that you know. There's probably other stuff that you haven't found out about. So yeah, this disconnect from him if you haven't already, and take the legal route, because that's not okay. And in the future, I hope you find somebody that respects you and cares enough about you to love you and cherish you the way you should, and not only do it because of the money you got. That's my advice to you. I hope it all works out. Stay alert, stay alive. I found out my girl got a secret second phone in her purse and she won't tell me why. So Mike, at this point, I don't know who I'm in a relationship with. Seems like lies, lies, and more lies. Sounds like you with the Lion King. I found a second phone in my girlfriend's bag. Who you dating, Griselda Blanco? She says it's for safety and emergencies. Like this video if you think she's full of shit, but she won't tell me who's on it or why she actually needs it. The pay-as-you-go prepaid Metro PCS burner in her bag, that's for criminal activity with your green ass, or cheating. She gets defensive every time I ask and says I'm invading her privacy. Privacy? What is privacy? I'm not trying to be controlling, but I feel like nobody just casually carries a whole secret phone for no reason. Am I reaching, or is this bad as it feels? Oh, you're definitely reaching the conclusion that your shorty's out there being unfaithful. Either that or you're dating Griselda Blancos, one of the two. Because why does she got the Boost Mobile Metro PCS pay-as-you-go prepaid phone stuffed in the purse? The burner joint, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got no contacts or nothing saved in there. She had that joint hidden in her goddamn boot while I go to sleep. There's a snake in my boot. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is she talking about? She got the phone for emergencies. Wait, what did she say? Safety in emergencies. Nah, she got that so homie cuss could send the Cash App or the nudes to the phone without them getting intercepted by you when you're being a, you know what I'm saying, Rudolph the Red nosy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? That's the real deal. That's the phone you don't know about. It's passcode locked and all that. What was the reason that she would need a phone that you don't know about for safety and emergency? It'll be one thing if she was like, yo, babe, I got another phone. You know what I'm saying? Free upgrade on the line. This is in case something happens. It's like a backup phone. Maybe somebody steals my phone at the club. I got this just in case. Here's the location so you can know where I'm at. Make sure I'm good. Here's the number if anything happens. You can check this one, yada, yada, yada. Nah, she ain't doing that. Who's protecting her? Who's her safety? Who's her emergency? I guarantee it ain't you. Matter of fact, that might not even be your girl, homie. That might not be your girl. You might not know it. Because ain't no way in hell my girl is popping out with a second phone and telling me it's none of my business. I'm invading her privacy. There's certain words that a woman cannot say to me and me not look at it and be like, this means you're unfaithful. Oh, especially when they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Oh, you're trying to control me. You're insecure. Oh, you're invading my privacy. This don't concern you. All that stuff is for single joints, not joints in a relationship. The moment wifey say any of those words to me, pack your bags, be on your way. I don't need to know nothing about you, and leave with whatever you didn't come. Leave with the only thing, just leave with what you came with. Don't take nothing else. Some of y'all dudes need to put y'all feet down. Y'all be doing this happy wife, happy life shit. And that's a fallacy. Y'all both need to be happy. Y'all both have to respect each other and provide some type of loyalty and communication with the other. The fact that she thinks she could tell you that is mad red flags. Here's my advice to you. Tell her to keep the phone. Say, nah, cool. This relationship's over. You go be with whoever's keeping you safe, or whoever you call in an event of an emergency, and you be with them. Go enjoy yourself. That's it. Do not subject yourself to that kind of torture. For what reason? Like, I'm just confused. I'm confused. I don't know what to say. But you sound crazy. But that's my advice to you, my man. this is a tricky situation. No, let me ask you this. I know she's cheating. Let's just, that is what's happening. But the only reason a person would have a burner phone, that you said, like a second phone, is they were operating outside of the lines of the law. Ask yourself this: does your woman have the capability to be doing something involving narcotics, scams, fraud, anything like that, where the phone doesn't want to be traced back to her? Does she have that capability? If you think, oh yeah, definitely. Her dad Dominican, he from the old country or whatever, and he be getting packs in, then maybe you got a different scenario to look at. Maybe she's just trying to protect you from the egregious criminal activity she's involved in, and she just like, yo, the less you know, the better. Maybe that's the case. But I'm gonna tell you right now, highly doubt it. I know she's probably just getting plowed, and she's using buzzwords to manipulate you, like insecure or evasion of privacy, to get you off her trail. Leave Shorty alone either way, because even if she is moving the packs, you don't want to be involved with that. Get jammed up, feds at the door, you get zip tied, sitting on the couch in your boxers while they demolish your crib looking for the work. Nah, been there, done that, bro. It ain't nothing nice. So leave Shorty immediately and go live your life, bro. Stay alert, stay alive. You could tell a person yes 100 times. You tell them no once, and all of a sudden, you're the worst friend in the world. So, bro, check it out, right? I finally told a friend of mine that I can't keep bailing him out financially and emotionally. Emotionally? What type of disgusting Dear Diary dynamic y'all two got going on? It was draining me. Hey, yo, pause. This definitely might be on some LGBTQ type time. Now he's telling anybody who will listen that I switched up on him and forgot where I came from. They never remember the 1,000 yeses, but they'll never forget the one no. Now, I don't mind helping him out every once in a while, but what he does is he uses his money to buy the things he wants and expects me to give him money for the things he needs. Like this video if you think he's a piece of shit. He tries guilt tripping me by saying stuff like, damn, you really gonna let them cut my lights off like that? Knowing that I'll feel bad. Well, the last time I did let them cut the lights off is water too. That boy stink and can't charge his phone. I'm definitely here for it. And now all of our friends are looking at me funny like I owe him forever. What kind of man takes care of another man? Or whatever Dame Dash said. I don't feel wrong for choosing peace, but the guilt is creeping in. Am I supposed to keep suffering just to be considered loyal? Let me know your advice. Yo, I hate to break it to you, my man. That's not really your friend, man, because them situations on behalf of men and women are the same. A woman who really, really likes you, sometimes she don't even want to ask you for money or anything like that, because she'll be afraid that you'll think that she's some broke joint or just like the rest of these chicks, and she don't want to risk losing you. So she'll struggle. She'll keep it inside. She'll ask another friend. She won't even come to you unless it's like dire straits. Like, I really need your help. That's a woman who really likes you. Well, dudes do the same thing too. I got plenty of friends that I could be like, hey, bro, could you slide me this until, 2 weeks from now? If not, no harm, no foul. I just figured I'd ask you because I'm really in a bind or whatever. And they'd be like, yo, bro, I can't do it right now. Like, oh, no doubt, bro. It ain't no problem. And it don't change our dynamic at all, because I don't expect and feel entitled to any one of my friends' resources, no matter what it is. Now, if they could do it, thank you so much. And if I could do it back for them, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm just like, I could help this person, but I'm not, unless they didn't used up all their favors with me because of the way that they interact with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I've done a lot of things for a person, but anytime I need them, they like, no, then it'll come to a point where I'm like, nah, I ain't got it, bro. Even if I do, just because I don't like the dynamic of our friendship. But that's not really your friend, because the moment you say no to him, all of a sudden, damn, that's how you gonna do me? Yada, yada, yada. He's only being friendly with you because he can benefit from you. You see, the moment you withdrew the resources, now he's talking behind your back to everybody. Yo, he switched up on him. Yo, guess what? You'll never believe what homie cuz did. So I'm telling him my water about to get cut off. And he's manipulating the situation. I bet money he not saying, yo, I took my money, I went out and got the new J's. But then when they was like, yo, final notice for the water, he wouldn't even look out. Nah, what you should have done was you should have paid your water and then said, yo, can I get this money for these Jordans? He'd have looked at you like a damn fool. That's why you didn't do that. Most people ain't gonna do that. Most people use their money for the things they want and then guilt people into giving them the money for the things they need, just like your man is doing. His lights and his water getting cut off, but he buying other stuff that he want. Nah, hell no. I'm gonna tell you right now, my advice to you will be to distance yourself from that relationship altogether and anybody else who's supporting that nonsense, because that means they're like-minded, they have similar mindsets. Meaning, even if it's not happening now, it'll happen later on, because the way they feel entitled to your resources because you have it is crazy to me. I never looked at someone and was like, well, he got it, so he's supposed to help me. Nah, sometimes you might be like, oh, it's nice if he could help, or it's nice if she could help, but they don't owe me nothing. And if they can't, that doesn't change the dynamic of us, because that ain't my friend based on what he can or can't do for me. That's my friend based on whatever, you know what I mean, what other intangibles. So yeah, nah, that's not really your friend. And the people listening, either they delusional like him, or they only getting his side of the story, which he's making it seem like you're being foul because he's leaving out details that make them be like, bro, you crazy? What are you talking about? Get out of our face. So yeah, and my solution to you will be to distance yourself from him and eventually just dead that relationship altogether, because it's not beneficial. I think I've said this on here before. If not, I've said it on other posts on social media. Any friendship, relationship, situation, anything like that that involves people, it needs to be mutually beneficial. Like, and I don't mean equally beneficial, because you may be a billionaire and your friend might only make $100,000 a year. Well, of course, the things you can do for him, he can't do for you. But there needs to be things he can do for you, just like you do for him. So let's just say you gave him a loan for 50 grand to start a business. He can't give you a loan for that. But maybe he can be like, yo, while you out of town, I'll wash your 13 cars free of charge because I appreciate what you did for me. Oh man, appreciate that. Good look. Or yeah, I'll stay at your house and take care of the animals while you're gone. Like, it needs to be, we need to be able to count on each other for each other. If you're in a friendship or relationship where it's just one person is pouring all the time and the other person is receiving, pause. That's not a friendship. That's a one-sided dynamic where there's only one person benefiting and the other person is just getting drained. Again, pause. And that's what's happening with y'all. So cut that man off, move on with your life, and only surround yourself around people who are equally or mutually beneficially to you as you are to them. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment. Let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows? Maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure to read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.